friends, the third reason for children to develop fear for math. Math can get abstract and has many intangible concepts to grasp. Let me ask you this. Please give me one. Again, give me one. I'm sure you will say, what one? Unless you do not associate one to a thing, you cannot give me one. For example, one pen, one book, one phone. Am I right? Another example. If I write a big 1 and a small 2 and ask a toddler which one is bigger, I am sure the child will point towards 1 and say 1 is bigger. But instead, I take 2 cubes and 1 cube and ask the same child which one is bigger. The answer is but obvious. The child will say 2 is bigger. So you see the difference it makes in the child's understanding, even with a simple concept of number value when introduced tangibly. Let's go a little deeper. What comes into your mind the minute I utter the word apple? Most of us visualize an image of a red colored apple, not the spelling A-P-P-L-E, correct? That helps us conclude brain understands, stores and recall information in form of images, not as language. Therefore, if the child has to understand, store, recall math, it has to be presented tangibly. Total sensorial learning. Using all our senses and both left and the right brain is involved in the learning process. Let me give you another example. Do you remember the song from the famous movie Sound of Music? Aha, I'm sure you remember, though we may have watched this movie long ago. Now, do you remember what Pythagoras' theorem is? Very few people can recollect what Pythagoras' theorem is, though all of us studied this in our high school and gave our exams and cleared it too. When I gave you the example of Sound of Music, your right brain got activated. And because you had the visual of it, you could remember and recall. But on the other hand, when I quoted Pythagoras' theorem, it was your left brain, as we learned it the rote way and not able to recall. If the same Pythagoras' theorem is taught in this manner, Pythagoras' theorem states, in a right angle triangle, sum of the squares of the side is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Very important theorem. Let's draw a right angle triangle ABC with a square ABEF on one side, BCGH on the other side, and a big square ACIG on the hypotenuse side. Now, if I calculate and tell you the area of square ABEF plus the area of square BCGH is equal to the area of big square ACIG, visually shade them for you to see clearly and come after 10 years and ask you what Pythagoras' theorem is, I am sure you will be able to recall, as we are using more than one senses, both left and the right brain is involved in the learning process. Keep tuned in to see my next video. Signing off, Jay, your math friend.
Hello everyone, I'm Isha, and today we have third grader Husnika. Husnika, how are you?
Hi Isha, I'm fine, and hello to all viewers.
So Husnika, what are you going to be teaching us today?
Solve and explain a very interesting math puzzle, two-way addition. Here we have to fill in an empty square in a manner it adds up correctly both horizontally and vertically. So we have to break up 7 into 3 different numbers, and it has to be less than 7 so that all 3 numbers can add up to 7. Here I used 1, 4, and 2. 1 plus 4 equals 5, 5 plus 2 equals 7. I guess it was correct. So here, now let's take 3 numbers and add it all up to 14. Since 14 is more than 10, let's break up 10 into 2 different numbers. I used 6 and 4. 6 plus 4 equals 10. And we need 4 more to make 14. 6 plus 4 equals 10. 10 plus 4 equals 14. Here you have to break up 18 into 3 different numbers in a manner where it can have a sum of 12, 15, and 12. So I used 5, 7, and 6. You see, Isha, even if you add up the numbers horizontally and vertically, you still get the same answer.
Wow, that's so cool.
Solving this puzzle the iMath way makes it simpler, isn't it?
It wasn't simple, but you made it simple. Thank you so much, Hosnika.
Thanks.
I can't believe how interesting it was to solve such a complicated math problem. Stay tuned for our next episode where I interact with some more young mathematicians. This is Isha Patel, signing off. Did you know? Mathematics originated from the Greek word mathema, which signifies study, learning, or science. To keep you updated with our new programs and services and to subscribe to our email list, click on the link below to fill out an easy form. And make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Channel N.